right, jumping into our final challenge. Escape the trial as Claudette. The final challenge in the entire tome. We're gonna be doing this one real quick here. I believe you had to do this like 3 other times, so it's gonna be pretty easy to do. We're mainly just gonna be sitting on generators and trying to get out, so that's our plan. So, like I said before, we're mainly gonna be focusing on generators. We do have to make sure we pay attention to our surroundings because we don't know if it's a ghost face or a Myers. It can easily, that's actually really bad actually. That's super bad. Especially if it's a ghost face or a Myers, but I think we're good. The killer should go over to where the totem exploded, unless he's chasing someone right now, so we should be fine. Oh my god, it's a trapper. This is not good. This is really bad actually, because we have haunted grounds on us still, which is really bad. This is super bad. Oh, this is not good. Oh yeah, he wants me. He wants me so bad. Well, this is, yeah, this is really bad, actually. Oh, God. Trapper, please. Trapper, please. Please don't do this. I don't trust you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, almost. There we go. Woo! There goes Haunted Grounds, which is really good. Ooh, he lost us. Get juked. We should, never mind. Why are you running back to the generator that's almost done? He didn't even see us, boys. What are you, oh my god. I already knew that wasn't gonna work. Oh my god, why are you running back and forth between the only generator that's at 90%? What are you doing, man? Like, come on, take him somewhere else at least. So now we need to try and get one of the doors, which he might have both of them trapped, so getting the door is gonna be... Who needs a door when you have a hatch? Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll just sit here. Woo! Look at that, another challenge completed. The final challenge gone, done, finished. That's gonna be a GG. All right, not bad, not bad. It was a pretty fast game, actually. I think I'm gonna rate this game I think I'm gonna rate it a 2, actually, because it was a really fast game. He actually had resetting traps, too. That game was really rushed. It was like a 3-minute game, so it was super boring. I don't like rushing gens out as survivor or killer. It's super boring in my opinion. We're gonna take that item off. We're gonna take this perk off right here. Put it on. We're gonna live forever. Alright, that's gonna be all of our challenges completed. The entire tome is finished. We have more challenges there. Go to our archives here, and we get our final piece of lore. Look at that. The final challenge. Escape as Claudette completed. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, 3 more levels to go. We're going to be grinding that out today, too. 3 more levels left, so we're going to be doing that today. Oh, my God. Look at this. We have all of the story, all of the lore. And no. Stop. Stop. All right, we have all the story here. We're gonna be looking at the Claudette birthday party one first, the 8th birthday party, and we have all the rest of them. We're gonna be listening to all of them today, so it's gonna be a really long part here. We have 10 notes here and 10 in the other ones. We're gonna be doing all of them right here. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started.
Claudette feels things more than others, much more. Like the shame of not being invited to any birthday parties. Not one party.
Oh.
Every day her parents ask her who she played with at lunch, and every day she lowers her chin and tells them that she doesn't want to talk. Her parents ask her teacher, and her teacher tells them she likes to play alone. Not so much play, more like collect and observe things. Flowers, weeds, beetles, worms, rocks. Some kids are just loners.
Like
Every day her parents ask her about her friends, and every day the shame returns. They want her to have friends. More than that, they want a list of names for her birthday. But she doesn't have a list of names. She doesn't even have one name.
Oh, my girl Claudette. Oh, I feel so bad for her. She was so young too. I mean, she's like a collector right here because she likes to collect things and stuff like that, that's kind of cool, and it makes sense of how her character became. That's actually good, but I can understand that too. But I feel so bad for her already. That's just note number 3.
Claudette observes a beetle while her classmates chase one another around the playground. She wants to play, but no one wants to be around her. She doesn't want to think about it. Thinking about it
like
hurts.
me.
Thinking about it reminds her she will disappoint her mother again. Her mother just wants her to have a friend, but making a friend isn't easy. Not for Claudette.
Just like me.
And she wishes more than anything that it was as easy for her as it was for others. She wishes she had a friend to make her parents worry less. Maybe they would even be proud. Maybe she should give up her passion for bugs and flowers. Maybe that would help. Maybe then she would be like other kids. But the need to explore and collect is strong. It is not beyond her. It is her.
Oh man, I feel so bad for my girl Claudette. Like, okay, so like she has a really strong need to explore and collect. It is not beyond her, it is her, which is a really interesting line here. But like, I mean, I would have been her friend. I think collecting stuff is cool. I mean, I think flowers and stuff is awesome. I mean, bugs, depending on the bug, maybe. It depends on the bug though, but I would have been her friend. I feel so bad. Oh man, my girl Claudette, she had such a hard time. But I understand it too.
Claudette loves to collect things, and she knows this is why many call her weird. Her father tells her she's perfect the way she is. He tells her a man named Darwin used to collect bugs and plants too. He had a big imagination like her.
Oh.
He often mused on ideas and theories, and boy did he come up with a whopper of a theory. He explains the theory, and she understands. Her father has a way of taking complicated ideas and making them easy to understand. Darwin. Claudette likes the name. She smiles, stares at her favorite blue and green beetle, and names him Darwin.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, at least Claudette has a really nice dad. I mean, that's cool. I really like the story here where like the dad tries to like explain things for her and makes it more simpler for her to understand, which is cool. And that's awesome. Now she has like a Darwin like person to look up to. That's awesome.
Claudette's mom is crying. She's upset because Claudette is having trouble in school. Her grades are lower than they've ever been. She doesn't understand what she's doing wrong as a parent. Her dad says she's doing nothing wrong. He says Claudette's wired differently, and that's okay.
True.
Her mom doesn't want her to collect plants and bugs anymore. Her dad says that's the best part of her, and he doesn't need a child who fits some bell curve. More
Oh
than
my
this,
God.
He defends her. He tells her mother that the greatest treasures gifted to the world were from those who didn't conform, who weren't normal, who didn't fit some outdated bell curve. Tolstoy, Tesla, Einstein, Shakespeare. Her mother doesn't care.
True.
A sudden cry escapes her lips. I don't want her to repeat the year.
Oh my God, her dad is so understanding. Like right here, where her dad's just like he doesn't care having a kid that doesn't fit in like everyone else, and especially like everybody else here, which all had certain quirks about them. I feel really bad for like her mom because like her mom just doesn't understand. She just wants a normal kid, which at the same time is understandable. But like I mean, Claudette has so much more going for her, and I feel so bad. Like her dad is so understanding for what their kid is being like, but the mom just wants like a normal kid. It's hard to say. I understand both sides though.
Claudette hides under the covers pretending to be asleep, pretending she can't hear the yelling. Her mother wants her to get special help, but her father doesn't want to alienate her. He's right. Claudette doesn't want the other kids to know she needs special help. They'll laugh at her. She'll figure things out. She promises she will. Her new substitute teacher, Mrs. Cahill, is helping her. A lot more than the other teacher who always said she was in the clouds. Her father says stress is the worst thing for a child's developing brain. Leave her be. Let her grow at her own pace. Stress shrinks the brain, destroys confidence, kills creativity. He doesn't want her studying at lunchtime. Lunchtime is for real growth, authentic growth. Growth unhindered by the pressure of tests and the fear of making mistakes.
Oh my God, I love Claudette's dad. Her dad is so cool. He's so understanding, which is so good. But like, I mean, the stress would shrink the brain and it causes problems, which is true. All this is true. This is such, oh my God. I really am liking this story so far. of like her parents and her growing up being the way she is. I wish the mom was a little more understanding though. Like her mom's just her mom's so difficult, and I wish she was a little bit more understanding like the dad was personally. But I love this story so far. It's really good.
Claudette's mother is happy because her grades are improving. A single teacher can make a difference.
That's
Can
awesome.
make all the difference, especially this teacher. Mrs. Cahill. Other kids call her strange and weird, but Mrs. Cahill isn't weird. She just gets it. She understands because she had a tough time learning when she was a student. This is why she makes an extra effort to help Claudette, to help her understand what she is explaining in class without alienating her.
Oh my god. Alright, Mrs. Cahill is the best. Right there, she understands Claudette. She was also special. Like, she had a hard time understanding or learning too, which is good because she's helping out Claudette and Claudette can actually understand her. I love this. This part right here is so good because now she's learning, she's getting her grades up, she's happy, her mom's happy. I love this part. This is good so far. This is really good.
Claudette is happy because her new teacher is helping her, really helping her. She's learning new things every day. More than facts and vocabulary, she's learning how to learn. Or rather, she's learning how she learns, and that is the key.
Yes.
But her teacher is doing something else. Her teacher is talking to her. She's talking to her about her issue, and how her issue is really a blessing in disguise if she can just learn how to succeed in a system that favors one type of smart at the expense of all the others. A system that frowns on taking chances or making mistakes, when making mistakes and taking chances is what is needed for learning, for true learning. Her teacher tells her that she has passion, and passion is everything.
Alright, so there's not a whole lot to say here. We pretty much already covered this before in the other notes so far. But basically, Claudette is learning, which is awesome. She's talking about her problems, which is great. And I love this so far. This is pretty much how things are in the world sometimes, and I actually really like that so far. She's learning, that's great, and there's a lot here.
Knows she's not like other kids, and she doesn't have to be. Things like bell curves and ideal student don't apply to her, and that's okay. The ideal mold is a prison for those wired differently, and her teacher has set her free. Her grades are getting better and a test is coming. She writes, visualizes, and imagines everything she needs to remember, and somehow this works. The right teacher at the right time can make all the difference. Her parents are proud, very proud, but still her mother wishes she had friends. Still her mother wishes she liked what other girls liked. Her parents argue in another room about what to get for her birthday. Her mother wants to buy a new doll. Her father thinks she'd like something more related to bugs, plants, and bacteria. The suggestion upsets her mother. Her father defends her. See her for who she is and not who you want her to be. Her mother goes silent. She suddenly releases a cry and says she doesn't want her to be bullied like she was bullied throughout school. Claudette's eyes go wide. For the first time in her life, she realizes her mother's wired differently too.
It all makes so much sense now. Okay, so her mother gets silent and she gets unhappy. Basically, her mom doesn't want her daughter to get bullied how she was because her mom was also special. Oh my god, it all makes so much sense now. When you actually know the picture, like the full picture. Oh my god, I thought her mom just didn't understand. Like, I thought her mom just was like, I just want a normal kid. But, like, her mom was bullied, too, because she was also special. Oh, my God. It all makes sense now. I get it. Okay. So, basically, she wants plants and bugs for her birthday presents because she's more into, like, science and stuff, which is good because, I mean, scientists make a lot of money, you know, I'm just saying. But, oh, my God, it all makes sense now. That's crazy. Oh, when you actually know the full picture, it actually makes sense. So I'm actually glad that she actually told what was on her mind.
Claudette will be 8 years old tomorrow. She should be eager. She should be excited. She should be counting the hours, minutes, seconds. Instead, she is none of these. She dreads the moment she will have to open her gift. Every year it's the same. Dolls, crafts, jewelry. Nothing that means anything to her. Maybe this year she'll smile and pretend she didn't want a magnifying glass, or a collection of stones, or a set of books on botany. Maybe, to make things easier, she'll pretend. Maybe that'll make her mother less scared for her. Seeing her happy about her grades felt good. Real good.
Oh, Oh, I mean, that's so sad, though, that you have to be concerned about what you're going to be getting for your birthday gift. Like, she doesn't want the whole dolls and arts and crafts thing. She wants botany and books. Like, she's more of a science kind of person. She's into science. That's where her brain is. She's like she's smart in her own way. And that's good. Like, I don't see the problem with that. She's really cute. I like it. Personally, I like this whole story. All the notes were good. The story was good. Now we have a cutscene here for what's going to be about the notes. We'll see what happens, so let's jump into it. She's so adorable. A+, there's my girl. Oh, my Claudette's so cute. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Her parents got her the gift, the magnifying glass and stuff. That's awesome. So she didn't have to dread her birthday present. She got what she wanted. Oh, maybe her mom actually will be more understanding. Well, I mean, it's too late now. She's with the entity. But the cutscene, her mom was smiling. I wish it was longer. It was a little short, but oh my God, Claudette's story, beautiful story. Claudette's 8th birthday party. Moving on to the blood, brass, and grit. We've already listened to the first 3 here. We already got the first 3 done. I believe we left off on 3. Yeah, it looks familiar. We're going to be continuing on to 4. So, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and jump into this. I believe this is about the trapper?
Evan watches his father yell at one of his workers. He's sick. He wants to leave, but he's not allowed. He leaves. He loses his job. Evan feels for the man, wishes he could do something for him. He wants to tell him things are going to change. The union is coming. The union is coming, and with it a good wage and fair working hours. But the man's lungs are black and his stomach is rot. Too much stress, too much acid, not enough sleep. He collapses. His father doesn't care, kicks him in the gut. Tells Evan to drag him out of the mine. Evan drags him out. For a moment, he feels disgusted at the man's weakness and wants to put this maggot out of its misery. He's becoming his father, and he's not sure if that's a bad thing.
Yeah, so we left off with this being about the trappers, where him and his father are kind of different, and he feels for the workers, and his father is like the boss who doesn't feel for them, doesn't care. But now he sees them as a maggot when he sees them suffering, so he's like becoming... There's an entity one. Oh my God, I'm actually interested in that one. There's an entity one? No way. All right, sorry, I got a little distracted there. But he's becoming more like his father, it seems like, so far.
Evan's father forces him to set a bear trap in a dark forest. His father's obsessed with hunting bears, always has been, always will be. He tells him the story, always the same story. He doesn't want to hear it, but he will. His father was hunting with his brother when they ran into a grizzly bear. The bear tore his uncle's arm off and bit into his head.
Oh my God.
Evan's father jumped on the grizzly's back, stabbed the bear endlessly, killed the bear, ripped open its stomach to retrieve his brother's head, carried his brother's mutilated body 10 miles to their family estate.
Oh my God.
This time it's 10 miles. Last time it was 5. His father grins. The story is changing with every telling. Sometimes Evan wonders if there even was a bear.
Oh, maybe. Oh my God. Wait, guys, hear me out here. Maybe, because he says he wonders if there's even a bear and his story keeps changing. Maybe, hear me out. Maybe this whole story's made up. Maybe there isn't a bear where he fought the bear off. Maybe he killed his brother. Maybe he killed his brother and blamed it on a bear. Oh, that'd be interesting. I don't know. That seems really questionable.
Evan's inspired in a way he's never been before. Furiously, he sketches his father in a bear suit killing his uncle. He never met his uncle, but he's seen pictures. His uncle was a philanthropist, a bleeding heart, disloyal. He would have run the business into the ground with proper wages and all that socialist crap. That's why he had to go. Evan doesn't have proof, but he knows. Deep down he knows his father murdered his uncle, tied him up, left him for a bear. There was no knife, no fight, no honor.
Oh,
just a terrible death for a disloyal worm.
Oh my God,
Evan
I
suspects
knew
all
it!
this, and yet he doesn't feel disgusted or ashamed. He feels something else. Something he's trying not to feel. Something he won't admit to himself.
Alright, so I was right. I knew it. So basically his father killed his uncle, killed his brother. So that's really interesting. So there's something he's feeling that he doesn't want to admit to himself, and I feel like the thing that he might be feeling is that he's, since he's being raised by his dad so much in the ways that his dad is, I think he's becoming more like his father, and he doesn't want to admit that because he sees workers as maggots slowly, and he doesn't feel bad for his brother here, his uncle. So I feel like he might be feeling like he's becoming more like his father over time, which isn't good. That's pretty bad.
Evan looms over his father's bed and watches him sleep. He hates and loves him at the same time. Sometimes he wonders what his life would be like without him. He owes him so much, and yet he's miserable and alone. He raises a massive gray stone and holds it there for a long minute that feels like forever.
Oh my god!
He could be free. Truly free. But he can't. Not like this. He could free himself in other ways. Accidents happen. Hunting accidents. Mining accidents. He could lure him into the bowels of the mine and ignite a stick of dynamite. No way he'd survive. But despite it all, Evan can't do it. His love is bigger than his hate. He owes him too much.
Okay, well that was a that was a little Monka S right there. He raised a stone over his head while his father slept, pretty much like ready about to crush his head in. So basically he loves his father too much to do something like that. Like he's thinking about like killing his father, but he loves his father too much to do something like that. He could do it in an accident, but he doesn't want to because he loves his father, because his love is bigger than his hate for his father, and because he owes him too much, which is understandable. It's his father, it's his dad. So I mean, at the same time, he hates him for how he is, but at the same time, he loves him because it's his dad. You know, that's just kind of how it is. So I can understand that.
Evan sketches his father in a bear suit drowning his mother. He never believed his father's
Oh my
story.
god!
Something
Kill this
didn't
guy
feel
already.
Right. His eyes, his grin, his lack of empathy. She was pulled into a current and never seen again. His mother. She was beautiful. Blonde hair, blue eyes, fun, full of compassion. His opposite. She didn't just go out to swim one morning and never come back. She was getting in his way, and no one gets in his way. Not even family. Especially not family. Obedience or death. Evan's tired of obedience. Yes, he's loyal to his father, but he's also loyal to his friends. They talk to him, encourage him, think he's a great artist. He has friends. He's never really had a friend. His father wouldn't allow it. Waste of time. They're using you. Yes, he's loyal to his father, but he's also loyal to his friends. They deserve better.
Oh, all right. So this is where I feel like, because like he loves his father at the same time, but Evan also, the trapper, loves his friends in the mine. Like because like he made friends with the miners. Like the miners actually like his drawings, and he actually talks to them, and they're cool. So I feel like, because like the miner's gonna raise up against his dad. His dad also killed his wife apparently, like his mom. That's pretty crazy. But I feel like the miners and his son are going to like rise up against the father, or something happens, because yeah, that's I don't know, that's a kind of crazy story so far.
Evan's father stares at him across the dinner table. He knows. Maybe he doesn't know, but he senses something's amiss. He has that look in his eye, that look that tells Evan he's in for it. He chews on a fatty piece of rabbit and hopes his father doesn't say anything. He should have known better than to keep something from him. His father knows. He always knows. Last year, Evan lost his cool on a man who said something about his mother. He almost beat the man to death with a 2x4 while his father watched and laughed. The authorities pulled Evan away. He smiled at Evan and knew what he wouldn't admit to himself. He enjoyed beating on that man, not because of the insult, not because he felt threatened, but because he felt powerful. His father smiled. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, eh?
Oh yeah, he is definitely becoming slowly more like his father, because he actually enjoyed beating on people because he felt powerful compared to. I like how his father just smiled and watched him do it too. His father just didn't care. Like, I don't know. Oh man, the trapper. I feel for this guy to a point, but he's just like his father though.
Evan finds his sketches torn to bits. He puts the pieces together, all of them accounted for, except one. He doesn't have the picture of his drowning mother. His father enters his room. Despair and dread overwhelm him. He waits for a blow that never comes. Instead, his father tells him he has instinct, and instinct is everything. He tells him he inherited his instinct from his side of the family, the same instinct that told him Evan was keeping something from him. Don't pretend, I know. A few of your maggot friends sold you out for a few dollars. Evan starts but doesn't say anything. Can't say anything. The words are caught in his throat. He apologizes. His father says nothing, walks away. Evan follows him to his bedroom where he sees the picture of his dying mother, framed above the bed. His father tells Evan he will learn a lesson tomorrow, one he hopes he understands. Evan stares at his father and feels hate. Hate for the maggots who betrayed him, and for his father, respect. No, not respect. Admiration.
Oh my god, those miners just sealed their fate. Oh no, that's so bad. They betrayed this kid's trust for a few dollars because they didn't get paid a whole lot, so they didn't get a whole lot of money. So a few dollars was quite a bit to them. So like, oh no, the miners sold it. Oh, that's so bad. He was the only thing. The kid, Evan was the only person on the miner's side, and now he has respect, admiration for his dad, because his dad actually came forward to him where the miners betrayed him. Oh, I'm so afraid to watch this clip. Oh boy, here we go. Is that Evan? Is that the trapper? Is this the trapper back when he was in his teens? Yeah, okay, so that's Evan, the trapper, and his father. So, oh my god, dude, he was just beating that worker. These workers turned on their only hope, which was the son. They literally sold him out. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh man, that was such a short clip. It was so short. I want more. I want more, devs. You're screwing me here. Man, they turned on him too. I'm definitely excited for the next one here. The Entity. We actually get lore on the Entity. I am super excited about this one because not many people know much about the Entity, so I am super excited for this one. But the Trapper story was very sad. We're going to be jumping into the Entity one here. There's 5 of these, so let's go ahead and get it started.
Arcus 1. I would start at the beginning, but I don't know when that was or how long ago I was banished to this prison. What I know is I've been observing and studying the inner workings of this entity that had once been, well, an obsession. How ironic that I should be sentenced to live out the rest of my days in the very thing I sought to destroy. An obsession turned prison, as all obsessions are, I suppose.
Oh, so is the guy that's writing this right here, is this guy in the background here? Is this Arcus? Like, I don't know if that's his name. I don't know if we ever got his name, but he's stuck in a prison, and this guy's stuck in a library, I'm assuming. I don't really know for sure, but I'm assuming that's this guy in the background here. I'm not sure, though.
Arcus 54. The atmosphere of the realms is dark and grim, to say the least, but also ever-changing. I've already remarked that the atmosphere is misty, even foggy at times, and that this fog feels alive. It seems to contain swirls and streams of memories or imprints of beings from multiple Terra worlds. It is as if the entity absorbs all the psychic energy and thoughts of beings it snatches as it journeys through the endless cosmos.
Okay.
I've used the Oris to study the black fog, and have come to 3 observations that will prove invaluable to finding a way home. First, the fog is rich in auric particles, leading me to believe this dimension is more conscious than it is material. Second, I should be able to manifest anything I'm able to pull from rifts in the fog, using techniques passed down from my family.
What?
Third, the entity is far more ancient than we ever suspected back home, and most of our theories and conjectures were wrong. The rich presence of auric particles and cells suggest it is one of the original ones, an ancient.
All right. Whoa. Let's pull this back for a little bit. Okay, so for starters, This is about the entities. There's a cutscene too, which is crazy. This is about Argus talking about the guy in the background here. It is a lot older than it is led on to be. Also, this guy in the background, he where was it? Techniques passed down from my family. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? What does it mean, techniques passed down? Like, powers? Like, that's really interesting that he has powers. And then the entity is an ancient, an old one, like one of the original ones, like one of the originals, an ancient. So does that mean like an old god? Is the entity an old god? Oh, we are learning so much right now. Oh my god, I am super excited for this.
Arcus, 142. The entity is the cosmic embodiment of evil. Back home, we witnessed how its very presence turns worlds inside out. How it seems to remove or extinguish any sense of empathy or compassion within communities. How it brings people to the brink of madness and, well, pushes them in. Now I understand. It does all this in order to rip victims from their lives and have them play out an endless trial of terror that it presumably needs for its own survival. And there, perhaps, lies the key to its destruction, if an ancient can be destroyed at all. End the trials. Destroy its ability to sap dark nectar from victims like a cruel parasite feeding from a flower. At least the archives affords me a better understanding of the entity, why it moves from universe to universe, picking victims off and devouring worlds as though at a cosmic buffet. What I have yet to conclude is whether it is attracted to worlds that are brimming with darkness and madness, or if it is in fact the catalyst of such darkness and madness.
Oh, alright, so now we know how to destroy it. We know how to beat the entity. We know its one weakness. It feeds off of the trials. It feeds off the games. Perhaps there's a way to find a key to its destruction if the ancient can't be destroyed. In the trials. Uninstall Dead by Daylight. If you're watching this video right now, uninstall Dead by Daylight. You need to stop. It's the only way. In the trials. It is the only way to defeat the entity. Stop playing. You gotta stop playing the game. Uninstall. Uninstall the game right now if you're watching this. It's the only way. If you're watching this, you gotta do it. Do it now. Alright, and then the entity is like the cause of darkness and madness. Oh, man. So it's like an old god. That is crazy. This is a lot of good information. Oh my god, we are learning a lot right now.
Arcus, 557. All planes of existence are a unique mix of conscious auric particles and material particles. The entity is almost certainly pure consciousness. The observable fact of existence is the material world responds to and changes with consciousness. Collective consciousness is the key. The body, the home, the trial, all of it is an expression of the entity's unconscious need for fear and terror. The distinct observation in the specimens chosen by the entity is that they all come from worlds that have failed to understand the metaphysical relationship between their thoughts and the world they live in. This is not by chance. It is, to my mind, self-preservation. Victims who know this truth and have honed their ability to manifest could be poisonous to the entity. This leads me to believe the entity is attracted to dark worlds because darkness and chaos are clear indicators that inhabitants have failed to connect the dots between the collective consciousness and the health of their world. The conclusion, then, might be that the entity feeds off ignorance.
Oh, okay. So basically, the entity doesn't go after the people who like have control over their thoughts of their consciousness and understanding the health of their own world. It doesn't go after those people because the people would be poisonous to the entity, which therefore the entity goes after the people that don't have that understanding, which therefore the entity feeds off of ignorance, which makes it stronger. Oh my god, this guy has learned so much, mainly because he's been locked in this prison and has powers of some sort, but he knows so much and we're learning so much from him.
Arcus, 731. Hard to tell when one day ends and another begins. The tower and the library help me cope, but it's hard to forget the truth of my situation, even for a moment, knowing everything I have is a lie. I have access to anything I want, and yet I have nothing. The survivors continue to undergo the trials with the most brutal of killers. I continue to search the fog for the memories of those who found a way to escape. It sometimes feels like a futile search. But then again, I've got time on my hands. Lots of time.
Okay, so Arcus, this guy in the background here, this guy is trapped here by the entity? I don't really know why he's trapped here. He's in a prison, so I'm assuming it's by the entity. But at the same time, he can have whatever he wants here. So, like, does the entity just give him whatever he wants? Or is it because he has powers, too, that he has gotten from his family, which is a big question mark. We really don't understand that whole thing with his powers. But this guy has abilities, too. So I'm really curious about this guy, but this guy's trying to find a way to stop the trials and escape. He's trying to find out more about the situation, which is really interesting. This guy really intrigues me, but let's go ahead and watch the clip here real quick. Yeah, see, he has powers too in this world. Oh, wow, that's so cool. This is all so cool to me. Oh, uh-oh. There's a missing book. Something's missing. There's a missing book. That could be anything. That could be about the entity. It could be about escaping. It could be anything. I don't know. This guy is really interesting to me. This guy is a really interesting character to me because we don't know much about him. He's kind of like, he's mysterious like the entity, but he's more on our side. He's on our side where the entity isn't on our side. So this guy really intrigues me. I'm really interested in this guy.
Arcus, 1513. I have used the Orus to explore the memories of an unknown survivor who comes from a world where, from what I can gather, a cult for the entity exists. It's not a surprise, or the first time I've seen such a thing, but the memories suggest she was a detective of sorts, trying to prevent a cult sacrifice before she was snatched for the trials. I'm not sure what happened to her, and we'll have to explore the fog to unravel more.
This kind of sounds like Jane, right? This kind of sounds like Jane, honestly. Like, I'm not sure if this is Jane. Like, I think Jane has a similar story to this. I don't think so. I'll have to go read her thing after this. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But this kind of sounded like Jane. But, however, the weird part is that this is an unknown survivor that was part of an entity cult. Like, the unknown survivor was trying to stop the entity's cult from sacrificing someone to the entity. That's so crazy. Oh, there's a lot here.
Arcus, 1672. I have culled imprints of a killer I have yet to observe.
Oh!
My best guess, judging by the nature of the crimes, is this brute is from Terra Dark. She lured men with love, robbed them of their savings, and fed them to her pigs. Lovely, efficient, and resourceful. The impressions of the memory are as follows. He stands framed in the doorway with flowers, a stupid smile on his dumb face. He has no sense that his days are numbered. Lonely soul made the trip for a wife. He thinks he'll get everything for a ring, her land, her farm, her savings. Won't happen, won't go as planned, not as he planned anyway. It didn't for all the other lonely souls who answered her classified ad. She peers at his eyes and thrills at his ignorance. His long, dumb face, his false sense of superiority. He wrote her a poem. How sweet. She'll cram it down his throat when he's convulsing on the floor.
Oh my God.
She takes his poem and asks about his money. He has it with him, packed his savings in a bag, and made the journey for a new start. He'll get more than he bargained for, way more. To the bank with his money. To the pigs with him.
Oh my God. Okay, so to the pigs with him. Alright, so this is the unknown killer, a killer that we don't know about due to the fact that the killer has yet to be observed. They've never been seen yet, and they're also from Terra Dark too, so I don't really know. I don't think we have anyone from that area or place or whatever. So that's really interesting. This is a completely unknown killer, and we don't really have... It doesn't really sound like she has any powers or anything that I know of that I can get from this, so that's super interesting though. So an unknown survivor and an unknown killer, and we don't have a cutscene for this either, sadly.
Arcus, 4902. Life is not life in this prison, and death is not an escape. It is merely the start of a new trial, and most survivors are aware they are caught in something they will never understand. Why this is all happening is no longer obvious to me. The truth is, I don't know what to believe anymore. The entity is not what it is, or what I thought it was.
Ooh, all right. So basically, the entity is a lot more than what he thought it was. It's not what it is, and it's not what he thought it was. So this is kind of important a little bit. I mean, this kind of like gets rid of everything else that he has said so far and kind of makes it not important because it's not what he thought it is. And oh man, so that means the entity is even more than that. It's an old god. The entity is basically an old god. It's crazy. Oh man, there's so much here. No, like he's not aware of it anymore. He doesn't understand. They will never understand. Survivors will never understand it, which means us. We will never understand it because he can't understand it himself. That's crazy. That is crazy. And we completed all of our challenges. All of it done. All of the story collected. All of the lore. That is all of the lore for Tome 1 in the first ever Battle Pass of Dead by Daylight completed. Now we just need to try and get our 3 levels, which we're going to pretty much just be grinding out. We have 3 levels to go. So we're just going to be grinding that out, and we should be able to get that today. So I guess we'll just buckle in and get this over with. Gonna try to help you out here. Oh, you are not recovered whatsoever. I don't think I'm going to make this. Oh, yeah, we're not going to make this. He's already coming back. Yep. We should have been... Oh my god, and that's why Sprint Burst is the best perk in the game. Woo! Crawl, man. Crawl. 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 I'm stalling the best I can. Oh my god, crawl. Crawl, buddy. If he recovered at all the whole time, I probably could have got him, and we could have went to the other gate. If he recovered instead of crawling, he should have recovered, because I think we could have made it. No! Come on! I played so many games, and we had a sliver for our last game. Come on! So close, just a sliver. He's coming. Oh, come on. We're gonna try to get in front of him and take a hit for her because she's death hook. All right, they're going that way. We're gonna go this way. I'm gonna try to cut him off and get in front of him to take a hit for her. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Woo! I mean, you really did need to drop that pallet. All right, so now he's on us. We took aggro, which is good because she was on death hook. I haven't been hooked yet, which is really good. This is really good. That pallet's being broken, which is good. We'll go over here to this pallet. There should be a pallet here. There is no pallet here. I thought he would go around. I thought he was gonna go around. Okay, well, that's fine because we saved her life. She was on death hook, and now she gets to survive. This is my first time being hooked, so we're good. Yeah, so she got away. That's good. Where's our third guy? Oh, there he is. Woo! Look at that, boys, and we made it to the gate. Look at that sprint burst. Oh, P. What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do? All right, we all should get out here. We all did pretty well, so I'm pretty sure the other two are at the other gate. And oh, he disconnected. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God, that rage quit. Oh, GG, he disconnected. Oh, that is too good. That is too good. Oh, he had an iridescent too, the resetting traps. Oh man, the disconnect. Look at that, level 70, boys. We did it. Woo! Nice, nice, nice. All right, I'm gonna rate this game a 1, of course, because he disconnected. If a killer disconnects, I always rate it a 1 because you should have just played it out anyways. But we did it, boys. We did it. We got an error. We did it. We got an error code. We did it, boys. Hopefully that still counted. All right, boys, here we go. Hopefully it still counted. Level 70. Woo! Look at that. Max tier level, level 70. Oh, baby, we did it. Look at that. Look how good that looks. We went through every single Battle Pass level, all 70 levels in the Battle Pass, all the way up to level 70. Oh my god, we did it, boys. I am so happy right now. We spent this entire double blood points grinding. This entire double blood points grinding. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am so tired and so excited. Look at that, the Nectar Vial. Look at that, oh my god. Look at how cool that looks. The Nectar Vial. The level 70 first ever Battle Pass in Dead by Daylight. Oh man, we have worked hard for this. Look at that. We have worked hard for that. Right next to the blinking eye. We completed our first ever Battle Pass in Dead by Daylight. It is completed, done. We have grinded this entire week. I want to thank you guys so much for being in Discord with me for when I live streamed it in Discord. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and being here. Look at this. We grinded it out. Level 70. The Nectar Vial. Ultra rare item. Oh my god. It was such a grind. It was such a grind, guys. But we did it. We did it. I'm tired. I am so tired. This is all I did. That's kind of why the videos were lacking, guys. If you guys were wondering why the videos took so long to come out, is because we've been grinding away at this for so much that I just neglected the videos. But I'm going to publish all this soon. All this stuff's going to come out soon of me doing all this stuff. So, yeah, look at that. We did it. We did it. Oh, my God. We did it, boys. Level 70 in the final day. 1 day left. Woo!
Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I